Good morning. We will start session 6 on chapter light, reflection and refraction. So in our previous session we understood about refraction and refraction through lens, how it actually happens. We also completed the ray diagrams for convex and concave lens. Now let's understand the sign convention for the lens as well as the lens formula, the same how we had done for the mirror. Now again to repeat, all the measurements are done from the optic center. Anything which is above the principal axis is considered as positive, perpendicular to that. Anything which is below the principal axis with perpendicular respect, it is negative. All the distance which are to the left side of your principal axis, that is of the optic center of the lens, are termed as negative, and to the right side are termed as positive. Again the same thing, real inverted images are always positive since we get it here. The image distance, virtual and erect will be negative. Let's see. So this is a typical form of a ray diagram here. So what will be the object distance, children? Object distance U will be always negative. Remember, U is negative for mirror, concave, convex as well as for lens. Remember this. Image distance. Where is the image formed? Image is always formed here. Only in one case we get a virtual image, right? Otherwise, if this is the image formed, image distance, I am talking about distance, not the height. Image distance is positive. Focal length. Of course, now there are two focal lengths here, f1 and f2. But at which focal length will the image converge? Will the rays come and refract on which point it will refract on f2. That is, it is the positive side. That means for a convex lens, focal length is positive. Now let's talk about height of the object. On the top, positive. Height of the image, since it is down, negative, right? Same thing for concave. Object distance, negative. Image distance is also formed here, that is also negative. Focal length. Now, which focal length actually the image focuses? It focuses on this focal length. Here, f2. When here it is f1. So, for concave lens, your focal length is negative. Height of the object, positive. Height of the image is also positive. It's just, if you have your rough figure of your ray diagram, writing the sign conventions will be very easy to you, right? What's the lens formula? 1 over focal length is equal to 1 by V minus 1 by U. It was plus for mirror, children. It is minus for lens. Magnification is again given by height of the image divided by height of the object. It can also be written as image distance divided by object distance. Right? Just remember, there we had a minus sign. Here we have no other sign in that. Whatever sign the values will have, we have to go with it. So this is the sign convention for the lens. The last part where we have very little to know here, that's about power. Again a bit on the power part we will study in the next chapter, human eye. So what is power? Power is defined as a reciprocal of the focal length measured in terms of meter, or the ability of the lens to converge and diverge the light rays is called as power of that lens. That means now we wear spectacles, right? We also have some power. Why is that? For what type of power, what type of lenses are used? You'll study that in the next chapter, children. But here we only understand the definition of power. It is simply defined as it is a reciprocal of the focal length in meter. That means focal length should always be in meter for power. In case if focal length is in centimeter, then the formula would be 100 upon focal length in centimeter. Direct formula. Power is measured in diopter, written as capital D. So this is the end, or we can say that we complete the chapter light, reflection and refraction. It's a very small part what you have to know here. So there we complete the chapter. So we understood what is reflection in mirror, then we understood what is refraction, refractive index, laws of reflection, laws of refraction, ray diagrams with respect to mirrors and ray diagram with respect to lens. So the next part what we have to start is here with numericals based on these mirrors and lens. Now, as we had also discussed that uses of concave and convex mirrors. Now here, lens when we talk about, these are used as, for example, what type of lens do we use? Either it is a concave lens or a convex lens. For why we use that, you again see that in the next chapter. So we'll start with the numericals based on reflection and refraction. Okay, so we'll start with in-text numericals. As you all know that first we start with in-text numericals, then we start with worked examples, and then we start with the exercise. Same like how we had done for electricity chapter. So page number 168, I'll just go on writing the question numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4 children, continuous numbers. The radius of curvature of the spherical mirror, so R is given as 20 centimeter. What is the focal length? The radius of curvature of a spherical mirror. They have not told us whether it is a concave or convex. Just a spherical mirror is given. So what is the relation between radius of curvature and focal length? That you have to first write. Radius of curvature is nothing but twice the focal length, correct? This relation has to be mentioned. So I can say, use this as capital R. So R is equal to, what we can say, 2 times of F. So R is given as 20. So 2 times of F. So focal length, this is very simple actually. So focal length is nothing but 10 centimeter. Hence, the focal length of the given mirror is 10 centimeter. We use smaller f here. Yes. A 1 mark type of a question. The next one. You can take this for homework. Page number 171. Second one. A focal length of a convex mirror. See, whenever you get confused between what should be the sign convention, just make a rough figure always. So, this is a convex mirror. Right? So convex mirror, this is the object and where should be the image. That just have a rough figure there. Focal length will be this side. To know the answer, plus or minus, this is very much important. To just have a small rough figure and see what is your f, plus, minus, or what is your v, u, everything. The focal length of a convex mirror whose radius of curvature is given 32. Radius of curvature is given, find the focal length. Simple. Right here, radius of curvature was given, focal length you had to find. Here, find the focal length if radius of this is given. So, finish this as a homework part. We'll go with the next one immediately. Page number 176. First one, sorry, page number 171. First one I am marking for homework, okay? It's the similar sum what we have done. In that second one I am doing, that is numerical 3. First one, second one, third one. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified, it is enlarged real image. Whichever you are using the type of mirror or lens, please write first. Concave mirror. Okay, just mention that in the beginning. A concave mirror produces 3 times magnified real image of an object placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. Placed at 10 centimeter in front of it. That is u. What is u, children? 10 centimeter. Plus or see, they will not give you plus or minus. Object distance is always minus. Remember this, and you have to write. Okay. You want a rough figure for that? You can always have just. So this is your C. This is your F. So this is your object, what you have got, and your image wherever you get. Just a rough figure, right? This is what your whole ray diagram is going to be. I don't know where will be the object and where will be the image formation, but this is how the figure ray diagram is going to be. Everything is mentioned in that now. What is u, what is v, height, everything is known. Have that as a rough figure always, I'm telling you. Okay. Now, magnification produces 3 times the magnified object of a real image. So what we will write here is now, let the height of the object be h. Height of the object is h. Height of the image is 3 times the object size, right? Height of the image, children. Just see here, where is the image formed? Height. It is formed below the principal axis. Negative. Why negative? Since it is formed below. Another word what you can write is real inverted. See, the thing is, they will not mention the sign to you anywhere, but you should know the sign convention. That is why I told you, have a rough figure there. Then write the formula. Magnification is equal to height of the image divided by height of the object, which is nothing but minus v by u. Your v and u should look like v and u. Your v and u should not look both as v. Be very careful. Height of the image is what? Minus 3h. Height of the object is h. Minus in the formula. V as it is. U is minus 10. So h and h will get cancelled. So minus 3 is equal to, here minus and minus I'll cancel, okay? V by 10. So cross multiply. So V is equal to minus 30 centimeter. Should we get minus answer? Yes. Why? Because V is got here, this is pole. It is got to the left hand side of the pole. What have they asked us to find this? Where is the image located? The image is located 30 centimeter in front of the concave mirror. Give the conclusion. Okay. You need not write the image is located minus 30 centimeter. No. Answer is like this. The image is located 30 centimeter in front of the concave mirror. Very clear? We'll go to the next one. Next numerical. Yes, next numerical is based on refractive index. Fourth one. Light enters into a glass having refractive index. So refractive index, you can also write this as mu or refractive index as n. Anything one you use. Okay. How much it is given? 1.50. A refractive index does not have any unit. Remember this. Sometimes the question is asked, what is the SI unit of refractive index? You need to write, a refractive index does not have any unit. It's a measure. What is the speed of light in glass? What is the speed of light in glass? What we have to find. Where speed of light in vacuum, you can write as V or speed of light in vacuum is given as 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. The question can also be asked for what is the speed of light in vacuum given that the medium is kept in vacuum. That means you should know what is speed of light in vacuum. Sometimes it is given or not given. You should know 3 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second is speed of light in vacuum. Direct formula, children. N is equal to C by V. So what is N? 1.50. That is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by V. Cross multiply. V is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.5. So here after calculation I am going to give you a direct answer. You can multiply this by, you can write this as 30 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 15. 15 ones are, 15 twos are. 2 into 10 raised to 8 meters per second. Numericals are quite simple here in this part. Right? So there we finished fourth one. Then the rest is just reading the table and writing. Define one diopter. The refractive index is a very important question. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What's the meaning of the statement? It's given that most of the time it is asked. Yes. We'll move to the next one now, which is about lens. Fifth one. That is on page number 184. A convex lens forms a real and inverted image. It's a convex lens, children. So always when the things are given, for your confirmation and clarification, always write, draw it off. 2f1, this is f2, 2f2. So this much if you do it and keep, more than enough. Now why do you think I kept it on 2f only? I'll tell you why. A convex lens forms a real and inverted image. It's a convex lens mentioned of a needle at a distance of a convex lens forms a real and inverted image of a needle at a distance of 50 centimeter from it. That means they have kept a needle from the lens 50 centimeter from it. So u is equal to minus 50 centimeter. Where is the needle placed in front of the convex lens if the image is equal to the size of the object? Now, you should know by the ray diagrams. When you keep it at what position, the object size is equal to the image size. Which condition will give you the same object as well as image? When it is kept on twice the focal, twice the f1, we get the image on twice the f2 there. Object size is equal to image size. Now look at this question, children. I will try to solve it orally and give you the answer. Also find the power of the lens. Where is the needle placed in front of the convex lens? If the image is equal to the size of the object. That means V is equal to, is formed there, it is 50 centimeter. We have to find the power of the lens. To find the power of the lens, I need to find the focal length. Can I orally tell you what is the focal length? Okay, now see here. Imagine that this distance is 50 centimeter. Okay. What is this? From here it is 2f, double it is. We always consider half, half and the full here. If this whole is 50 children, how much will be this? 25 centimeter, 25 centimeter. Right? Same thing here, 25 and 25. Can you tell me what is the focal length? Focal length is 25 centimeter. Plus or minus? It is a convex lens. This focus is used. It is plus 25. So this is how you can also do it orally sometimes if you know where the object is kept. Right? Okay. Only in the given condition, when they say that it is same as the size, that time it will be easy for you. In case asked for an MCQ question, you can do it directly because nobody will check your calculations there. Okay, let's proceed. Focal length is required. So focal length should be positive. Let's start the lens formula. 1 by f is equal to 1 by v minus 1 by u. Be very careful in the minus sign. See how do I substitute now. 1 by v is 50 as it is. Minus in the formula divided by 1 by minus 50. Minus minus plus. 1 by 50 plus 1 by 50. Right? 2 by 50. 2 ones are 2 25s are. So focal length is equal to 25 centimeter. Got it? We got the same answer here. What we are supposed to find? Power. Always remember, power is kept in diopter. For that, focal length should always be in terms of meter, because 1 meter or what diopter what we get is in terms of meters only. So if it is in centimeter, how to find? 100 upon focal length in centimeter. This is the formula, right? Use it. Or again you have to convert 25 centimeter in terms of meter and do it. Both are same, children. So this is 100 upon 25. 25 ones are 25 fours are. Power is equal to 4 diopter. Yeah, I forgot to mention one thing there while teaching power now. Power for convex lens and power for concave lens. If you are using a convex lens, the power is positive. Why? The focus is positive. If you are using a concave lens, this side of focus is used. Focus is negative. Right? We'll move to the next one. Sometimes along with this, they also ask you to draw the ray diagram. We have such numericals further. Let's go to the next one. Yes, there is a very simple question immediately after that. That is, after this, find the power of the concave lens of focal length 2 meter. I just now discussed about that and we have a question. So, sixth one. So, it is concave. Mention what type of lens you are using. Now, don't ask me what is the power of a mirror. We don't use mirrors for power. Do we use mirrors for, we start giving reflection then instead of refracting part, okay? So, power is only in case of lens because light has to enter inside. We wear spectacles, most probably made out of glass or a kind of a, it's not actually plastic or a fiber what we say, there's a type of a material wherein which light can enter. But when light enters, it will refract, right? That is what required, a transparent medium which is required. For concave lens, power what you have to find where focal length is 2 meter. So focal length for concave is always -2, remember. So power is equal to 1 by focal length. Power is equal to 1 by -2. So power is equal to minus 0.5 diameter. Very clear? Yes. And there we complete the numericals. There are very few numericals asked children in text numericals, what I say. So there we complete the in text numericals. So today's your work is to understand the sign conventions properly because there are very few sums which we have done on sign conventions today. So please work out on sign conventions once again by just having a rough figure. See, you can just draw all the ray diagrams in one go for convex, then for concave mirror and for convex mirror, right? Just a rough part. You yourself write what is U, V, F, magnification, H, O and H, I. If you are thorough with that, numericals are very easy. In tomorrow's session, I am going to start the numericals, that is worked example numericals, where we have many such numericals which are based on sign conventions. Once we are done with that, we'll start with the exercise.